Alrighty. Before the video starts, I do want to give a bit of unfortunate news relating to the series. Just spent an hour and a half looking for the video file for the champion battle, but I couldn't find it. I might have deleted it. It's just out of existence. I couldn't find it. So instead, I'm going to just skip right to the post game, and if I ever actually do find the video for the champion battle, I will post that isolated from the rest of the series. So enjoy the post game of Pokemon Sword. Okay, I just started the game, and this is what we got. A Master Ball. After everything Taboo has achieved, it's really the least I could do. The wishing star that made dynamaxing possible are part of Eternius, and when Eternius was awakened, dynamaxing energy flooded the entire region, because that dynamaxing Pokemons were popping up all over the place, causing trouble across all of Galar. But Taboo and his friend came to our rescue. The dynamaxing phenomenon has long been an important part of Galarian culture. I hope everyone will use the power of dynamaxing correctly in the days to come. So, young Taboo, please do what you believe is best. Poor Professor Magnolia. It seems she's quite bothered by the chairman's actions, since she helped carry out so much of the researching into dynamaxing for him. I'm interested about, whatchamacallit, way out here. There's some quite powerful Pokemons over here. It's very purpley now. Uh-oh. It's a bird. Probably not a high-level bird. A rookie D. Probably like level 10, if anything. I pity this bird. I don't want to go ahead and slaughter it. That would just be mean. Once you start getting deeper into the forest, you get like level 40 Pokemons. This has always been very pretty over here. Taboo, what are you doing in the woods? What about you? Nobody ever comes in here, since this is the forest where Zacian and Zamazenta rested. It's the best place to do a bit of thinking since it's quiet and all. You say you felt like something was calling you here, Taboo, right? That's pretty uncanny. Oh, but I hadn't had the chance to tell you. Congrats on your victory. Honestly, I never thought you'd manage to beat my brother, the greatest champion in Galar ever had. He was undefeatable until you came around. It's actually still pretty hard to believe. Really, you're amazing. So amazing, maybe then that I don't even realize how amazing you really are. Do you think, would you do one more battle for me? Sure. That showed me the strength that defeated the great champion we ever had. I'm ready when you are. Just say the word. Alrighty. What level are my Pokemons? 60. I'm gonna level them up to 70 real quick. So, it's been a while since I last recorded. It's been like 2 weeks. Maybe 3 weeks. Since I last played this. So, I did do a little bit of, training. As you can see. the reason it's been so long was because I got sick, trained actually a little bit too much. Then I completed the whole story mode for Shield. So Shield's completely done. I've caught like 350 Pokemons. And I may or may not have trained my Pokemons a little bit. So, in our party right now, we have a Toxtricity, Runegregus, Shiftry, Inteleon, Fringe, and... I can't remember, Hatterene, and a Haxorus. I do know... Oops. I do know a little bit of what's going to happen. However... it might be a little bit different because of the two different games. Oops. Yeah, don't do too good on the bike. It's been a while since I've touched even Shield. So most of the Pokemons I have remaining are pretty much just in this game now. So to complete all 400 Pokemons in the Pokedex, most of them are in this game. There are a few that I'm missing, such as Rotom. But there's not much you can do about that. I don't remember which way. I'm going to go on a gamble and go this way. It was not worth it. I saw a Weezing. Ah, there's a Weezing. That scared me. It just popped in my face real quick. So I did beat the entire game of Omega Ruby. Not Jesus, that's the current game I'm playing on just my free time now. I'm playing Pokemon Omega Ruby. Pokemon Home is supposed to come out sometime next month. This is literally recorded on the last day of January. So Pokemon Home is supposed to come out, so I'm trying to just collect as many Pokemons from the other games as I can, then transfer them into Home once that comes out. So I have to continue all the way up here. Get ready for a very easy fight. I didn't intend it to be this high of a level, it just kind of happened. The Meteor brand, whatever it's called, kind of looks a lot like the Dynamax bands. Yeah. Let's just say I may or may not have played this a little bit too much. So I'm definitely going to switch out. Yeah, that's a lot of... Switch Pokemons to a... Whoops. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Whatever. I'm so used to playing on Shield that half these Pokemons I don't even have in my party. The only one that I can actually for sure say is in my party is Toxtricity. I have Toxtricity. I chose Grookey as my starter. I have a Gallade, a Chandelure. That's gonna hit hard. I have a Grimmsnarl. I think that's it. I don't know if I named off all of them, but it really doesn't matter. So I'm only missing very few Pokemons. Cinderace. Switch to Inteleon. So, Literally the only Pokemon that I cannot get out of the 400 is Cinderace and that evolution line. Unless I redo another game, which I don't know if I will. So what I might do is just trade like a Sobble or a Grookey for a Score Bunny. I mean, there's gotta be somebody that wants a whatchamacallit wants a Inteleon or a Grookey for a Score Bunny. I'm not used to having all these Pokemons. I never actually used... I went with a different set of Pokemons. I got extremely lucky because Litwick I found in a den. And I also found a Krillia in a den, which I then evolved using a Cramorant. I'll keep. What is a Cramorant? That's a Cramorant. That's not good. And so I evolved it using a Dawnstone. Or a Duskstone, I can't remember which one is which. So most of the Pokemons I have left is... That's gonna hit hard. Huh! I got hit with a fish. So I don't have that much more to go to complete this game. What's strong against steel? I'll just stick in Toxtricity. Hope I can get first strike with level 91. I could heal. I don't know if I actually have any healings. Do I have any ult hyper potions? I do. Just hope I don't get one shot by like something, a brave bird. That's not gonna hurt too bad. So right now there's not too much left to do in this game. For now. Because the DLC does come out in June. So that is amazing. I recently started playing Pokemon Omega Ruby again. Never actually beat the game, and let me tell you, I have a really good team on that game. I chose Torchic, so there really is no way I could beat you. I mean, you even beat my unbeatable brother. And if it isn't the two of you again, I was wondering what all the noise was about. And if it isn't Sonia. Congratulations on beating Leon. Taking it all in stride like you do. It's your due, Jesus. You chicken. What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be off assisting the professor? Hop, I'm actually not working as my grand's assistant any longer. In fact, I'm the professor now. You are? And really, I've got the two of you to thank for that. I was just along for the ride on your adventure, but I ended up taking a real interest in the history of the Galar region. I came to care for Pokemon even more than I had before. I hear it. It's a book I wrote. I even signed it. That makes it a collector's item. I never actually figured out if that just is a kind of random item or something. I've already got my own copy lined up to buy it on the day it comes out. Oh, thanks, Hop. That's so sweet. I'll sign your copy for you later. As I got my grand's blessing and pull it out my first book under my own name, I think you can expect great things of the lovely Professor Sonia in the future, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I expect so, Sonia and Taboo. You both amaze me. I've got a lot to live up to here. So, what are you youngins doing here? Oh, right. That's it, isn't it? You are putting back the rusted sword and the rusted shield back in their place. Can't just keep holding on to them forever, right? We're... Yeah, that's what we're doing. We were just about to do that. You forgot entirely, didn't you? What, you think the two of you are besties now with Zacian or Zamazanta or something? That must be it, Taboo. Why you felt like you were called here? Let's put the sword and shield back and say proper things. Maybe if we do, we'll get to see Zacian and Zamazenta one more day. One day, Jesus. Zacian, Zamazenta, thank you for helping us out. Took us a little while, but we brought back your precious relics and all. That's about settles that, right? Why don't you and I head back? What are you gonna do? I think I'll stay here a bit longer. I want to do a little bit more research in the forest here. My power spot detector is going off. Well, I thought I heard someone making some noise over this way. It's Sordward and Shieldbert, I believe. It wouldn't be the professor who wrote the Galari history. Hello, you bought my book? Well, yes, of course, read it from cover to cover. I wrote even an interest. That awful book was filled with lies. We gave it a 1 star. There are no lies printed in that book. That's just plain rude. I'm Sordward. I'm Shieldbert. And we are the new kings of Galar. We're descendants of the first kings. More than that, we're celebrities. The king's descendants? Seriously, what are you on about? What exactly are you two supposed to be? Well, could these things have been the fabled sword and shield? Well, they certainly are dirty. They must be fake. I fear to touch them with my bare hands. You touch them with your bare hands anyways. Don't go nicking those. We just returned them. Oh, do shut up. We only happened to pick up some things that were dropped on the ground. You got a problem with it. How about you prove it with... But there's no way anyone can't prove whose those ancient belongings to. Even if we can't prove it, they're really important to Zacian and Zamazenta. Oh goodness, such plebeians. And yet so pushy. If it's really so important to you, perhaps we should settle this with a battle. We're celebrities who buy battles for twice that they're worth. What does that even mean? I, the magnificent Sordward, am your opponent. I wonder if he's going to be more difficult than his brother, because honestly, even with not an overpowered team, I mean, it was pretty powerful even at the time. I didn't overtrain them in shield, so I hope he hits a little bit harder. So far, not too impressed. I don't know if I have a fighting type, though. I recently did a shift tree in Omega Ruby, because I was dealing with a, I believe, Nuzleaf, a Bisharp. I think I made a mistake. I think Bisharp is a bug type. Oh no, I made even worse of a mistake. Actually, that's not necessarily true. Yeah, no, that's a pretty bad mistake. Let me see. What is effective against a dark shift tree? I don't know why I couldn't remember what Bisharp was. Ironhead's gonna hurt. Ouch. I hope I survive. Revenge! That did hurt. That was my own stupidity. I had to switch out, though. About to send out Galossopod. That's a bug type. And you know what's good against bug? Acrobatics, you know, handsprings and that fun stuff. That's gonna defeat any bug. First impression is bug type move. That's still dealt a lot of damage. Shut up, phone! It survived. Did it survive? Or dual blade? Let me see. Imagine if Shit Train knew a dark move. That was my own stupidity. We'll switch to Haxor so it knows Crunch. Sword stance. That's annoying if it strikes first. Because that's going to hurt. Yeah, I struck first. Dual Blade I know has a high attack. I'm surprised it's not an Aegis Slash. An Aegis Slash would be more terrifying than a Dual Blade. Unless, you know, it has like an Eviolite or something. But just a simple Dual Blade with probably, I presume, no held items. It's no challenge. Okay. Nah, I won't switch. Yeah, I'll switch to Inteleon. Use Acrobatics again. Time to get serious. What is this? His last Pokemon? I'll use a fancy move on it. Freaking first impressions. It's not even your first impression. I've seen you before. Doesn't kill it. Imagine that. That would suck. How can this be my Pokemon? 8,000 buckaroos. It's like punch my mouse. Get out of here, mouse. Took back the rusted sword to somehow have defeated the adorable Pokemon I go strolling with. You're certainly strong. It appears that my younger brother was victorious. Sorry, I lost to him. Something on your mind, boy. You weren't concentrating at all during that during our battle. Isn't that the one who stopped Eternatus? Oh, now I look closer, Lee. I can't speak. It is. What a rude child, snatching up our chance at glory like that. According to our sources, I believe he was also present during the destruction of the magnificent mural our ancestors so artfully created many years ago. But a garish brute destroying the mural our family has held in such high esteem for so long. Mural, you mean the one that hid the historical ruins of Zacian and the others? And he wasn't the one that destroyed it. Let us withdraw for now. Next time we shall bring Pokemon that will utterly defeat you. And with that, farewell. First, a hop loss to someone like that. He looked upset about something during the battle. Maybe he had something. Maybe that had something to do with it. His own rival became the new champion. His goal vanished before his eyes. You can't help but wonder how he feels about it all. Anyway, Sordward and Shieldbert was it. I think I might know something about where those two weirdos went. Shall we go over to the lab in Wedgehurst? Yes. Yeah, I didn't even need to ask. Thanks. Okay, we'll meet up at the lab, then I'll head back to the lab. Oh, nice. Gonna take a nice stroll through the area. Haven't been over here for a while. here. That was quick. No issues. Professor Sonia, you have a visitor. Hey, glad you're here. Spot on, I've been busy with my research, so I decided to bring on some extra help. I've been keeping all the wishing stars that Chairman Rose had been gathering here in the lab. Things have been a little hectic around here, but my assistant has been handling things in a proper fashion. She's really been helping me keep things afloat. Really haven't been doing that much. You're to be the champion, right? I'm really glad I met you. It's an honor, truly. Come here for a moment, would you? There's something I want you to have a look at. You remember on Power Spot Detector, right? It detects places where dynamaxing is possible, basically when there's a high concentration of Galar particles. The reading spikes. And that's how I figured it out. The Power Spot Detector reacts when those two got close. Follow the readings from the Power Spot Detector and you might be able to find those swords and shield weirdos. Sordward and Shilbert might claim to be royalty with their weird fancy names, but it's easier to just call them weirdos, don't you think? Let's get back on topic though. I placed power spot detectors all around Galar and now it's their time to shine. Is the power spot detectors access! That's a way bigger reaction than I would have thought. Looks like it's coming from Turffield Stadium. You could always dynamax Pokemon at the stadium. That's not exactly unusual, but these readings are way higher than normal. It can't be Eternatus. You already caught it. Maybe it's something related to those Sword and Shield weirdos. You should go check it out since you're our snazzy new champion and all. English is a challenge for me. I've set up your town map to show you where the strong particle reactions are coming from, so have a look at it. English is not my first language. It's gibberish is my first. But if you're talking about proper language, then unfortunately English is my first because I suck at it too. It's been a long time since I've came here. And it feels marvelous, mighty marvelous. Hello there, champ. Ian, so you came. It's been a while. How carefree can you be? You're the new champion, you're bigger than a Dynamax Pokemon right now. I was actually in the middle of an exhibition match with peers. Then this Dynamax Pokemon came charging in. The audience and staff already took shelter. I got everyone who was seated on the north side of the stadium evacuated. You must have heard that, right? More Dynamax Pokemons are running amok. Much obliged. I'd expect nothing less from the Agent Challenge. I knew we could count on you. I lost in the semifinals, though. I chased those red and blue guys and saw them head into Turffield Stadium. Then I heard that uproar and there was no way I could leave it alone. I had to help out. Sorry. I actually lost sight of them in all that rush. The suspicious characters you saw are concerning. But for now, I think we should get this Dynamax Pokemon to settle down first. I'd be glad for you to help against such a tough-looking opponent. Of course. I'm using a Toxtricity, which might not be the best, but I really don't care. It's level 92. Goodbye, throat. I'll land a hand, too. I don't blame the Pokemon, of course, but I'm still just a bit miffed by they... a bit miffed they upstaged me. I can't speak. Come on, bro, the little champ. I don't know how much I can really help. If I came along, I might just end up slowing the rest of you down. I don't really know the guy, but I don't think Leon be all lost about this. Though he does get actually lost a lot. You coming? Okay. Pierce might look scary, but he's great at looking after others. He's a big brother after all. Alright, we should get going too. long legs. The only plant you should smash. Okay, that was bad. That was not a good joke. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. It's quite easy. Oh wow, I'm not healed. Okay, so I just realized that I won't be able to easily cut out the audio just because I didn't set up OBS properly. That sucks. Come on. Throat chop. There we go. Done. So if there's random cuts throughout the video, it's because I kept coughing. I choked on a down with saliva, cat hair maybe. That was easy. Blah blah blah, it's about dynamaxing. I'm not really interested. Do you feel anything unusual? I did. There's no treasure to be found. This is really a mystery wrapped in an enigma. I'll make sure Turffield Gym takes good care of this Pokemon for the time being. You helped out a lot. Thanks for that. And Taboo, if you should ever need my help, feel free to call me anytime. So this video is going to be very kind of choppy audio just because I did not set up OBS right after wiping my computer. Oh, well, it looks like that dynamax nonsense has calmed down. Oh, well, the champion, as expected. Hey, Tio2, I knew you'd be here. Give the rusted shield back. Well, I never. It's not like it's something that belongs to you either. Even if it were yours, we would give it back. What's with these two? Get over here. I can battle both of you. Who are you guys? Spectators and staff should have been evacuated. The normal rules simply don't apply to us. Yes, that's what it means to be celebrities. What? Who is this ruffian to question us? You're just someone with strange taste in hairstyle. His entire style is completely black and white nonsense, isn't it, older brother? You think I'd put any faith in words from rude little punks like you? And one guy looks like he has a phallic image on his head. But it seems our experiment was a success, young brother. Quite. Next time, let us try dynamaxing an even stronger Pokemon. Yes, at last we shall reveal the true natures of Zacian and Zamazenta. What was that about Zacian and Zamazenta? Could you choose any longer name of a Pokemon? You despicable champion. We're going to keep letting Dynamax Pokemons run wild. If you want to stop us, do your best to chase us after our splendid looking bottoms. More like celebrity bottoms. And with that, farewell. See, we're the ones who caused all this. Stop. Calm down, Hop. You don't gotta act so hard. But they're getting away, yeah, and they could be leading us to a trap, so it's a bad idea to run after them unprepared. But still, fine, you're right, I guess. Good, let's all calm down for a second. Thanks to them running their mouths, we know their goal is to force Pokemons to Dynamax, and their plan is to continue doing it. Yeah, this is no time to be hung up on getting back the rusted shield. We've got to stop those two. I don't know if the audio is cutting out on my side or things are in the right proper mess. Just when I thought that the Galar particles count around Turffield had calmed down, I started getting huge Galar particle readings from Hullberry Stadiums and Motostoke Stadium. So what exactly happened at Turffield Stadium? I'm not going to exaggerate. I'm not that type of person. Went on a rampage. Those Sword and Shield weirdos did it. Sonya. Blah blah blah. Hop and Piers. Piers, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be back in Spikemuth? I'm an ex-gym leader. I can be wherever I want. It's not that weird. More importantly, you said there were Dynamax Pokemons at other stadiums. Yes, I'm getting the same readings in other towns as I was from Turffield Stadium. I'm worried about Marnie! But Spike, Myth, Gym should be okay, right? I'm only seeing readings from Holbury Stadium and Motostoke Stadium. Oh, I see. Pokemons are being forced to Dynamax and running wild. There's no way I can simply sit and buy and watch. What do you say? Let's head to Moto Stadium. That's the spirit. Leave those Sword and Shield weirdos to me. I can poke around the net for sightings of them. We'll leave the researching to this Sonia, was it? We should get to the other stadiums and help out. Get out of my way. That's where I'm gonna leave it off. Bam. Alrighty, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Gotta fix OBS, so goodbye.